Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today we are using big happy planner pages. I have a currently and a notes page, and we are going to be making an October currently and monthly favorites set of planner pages for Bobbie using the new Gilmore Girls sticker book from Happy Planner. So I have used some of these stickers already, and I feel like it's always a good test, maybe. I don't know if test is really the right word, but kind of a good practice. Let's use that in using sticker book more than once. So I covered up, these are outdated pages, so I already covered those up. But what I really wanted to do was make sure that when I add new letters in, you're not really seeing the correction tape underneath it. I feel like this would work pretty well, but I also am a little bit concerned about like using those all up when I feel like they can go elsewhere. So I was kind of thinking about coming back to like these strips, but I don't know. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7, and I'd probably only need 2 on this page, like on this top area. So I think we'll just do that. We'll just put these down. And it's not that I was afraid of using them all up for Bobbie's, for like, and not having any for future spreads. It was just that I wanted to make sure I had enough to use for this spread itself, but I think that we do. Okay, now let's look at some Alpha Basics options here and see which colors may be good. We could do an orange. I'm almost hesitant to put alphabet stickers down until I have other things down and I know like what colors of everything else we're going to be using here. So I think I may actually pause on that part and shift over to some others. So we have like kind of browns and then the blues. We should definitely include these strips, because these, whoops, I feel like some of these are bigger, right? Oh, it's so hard to see which ones of them are the full page or not. No? Are none of these the full page? We're gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take off the backing because it's like impossible to see how long these stickers are when that backing is on here. You just want to be careful that you're not pulling off any of the actual like other stickers themselves when you do this. But if you kind of press down as you do it, see, this is what I was looking for, were these longer ones, and I just couldn't see them. I think we're getting there. We're getting somewhere. But this is a really good tip if you're struggling the same way that I do with this kind of thing. Okay, perfect. Now I can see the actual longer ones, and then this is trash. So let's take this bigger one right over here. I don't know if I want to like, I feel like they work more vertically than they do sideways, because sideways they're all on their side. The ones that have words on them make more sense this way. But I don't really know that there's any like good vertical way to do this. I could do it here, but it's a little bit tricky anywhere else. And then we need my knife. Okay. Now let's shift to some function here. So we've got all these blues. We have the purple, we have the copper, we have the stripe. I've used these already, all except for one. So I think, oh, and we also have these, but they all say notes on them. Okay. Takes me a second to kind of figure out what we're going to do here. Let's take one of these boxes and we're just going to start to create a little bit of an element. I'm going to cut these out to be squares because while I don't mind them the way they are, they're not going to work for this in the way that they are because they say notes on them. So I'm just going to take my washi cutter and slice right at the top for each of these. And this will give me 6 boxes. Sometimes with a super focused sticker book like this, it can be a little bit challenging to get what we need from it, but I'm not afraid of some sticker surgery and hopefully you aren't either. And then we'll be able to kind of pull these out. Now they are going to be a little, like they're not going to have a border or anything like that. So that's something to be mindful, and we can maybe play around a little more with them. But I'd also really like one of these quotes here. So let's do maybe this right over here and cover up some of that white pen. And then we take a set of these and just sort of place them throughout. So we can put one over here. And then we can also use some of the additional strips here to kind of play around a little bit more. Put this here, not like aligning them perfectly, just sort of randomly throughout. Let's put this one over here. And let's do one more, maybe down here. Okay, I think that that looks good, but I do think I need to come in with the words because there's a lot of like emptiness and I need to be able to fill that in before I do anything else. So I do think that that brown is a good color. I don't think we really have a brown alphabet sticker book at all. We've got black. We have this orange, which I think is a little bit too bright. Let's see, do I come back to this orange that I was thinking of before? This one is a little bit more of a burnt orange, so I think that we'll be okay here. We're doing October, so O-C-T-O-B-E-R, 7 letters, O-C-T-O is going to be in the middle. O, B. I need to go to the next page. Uh-oh. I'm going to run out of R's. Okay. B, E. We're going to fake it. E. And I'm going to put a P here. We'll get to that. O-C-T. Oh. Okay. I know I've got R's down here, but I actually need 3 more R's. That's going to be where we have a little bit of a challenge. So over here, I'm going to take, I think the X. X isn't really a letter I use much. And then, where'd my X go? Where'd the slice go? Oh, here. And see if we can fake the R a little bit. There we go. That looks good. Better than I thought it would. But I've got a lot of experience at this point with faking letters. Okay, now we're going to do currently. C, U. Let's get 2 R's. As I hit October and need more orange letters, I'm going to have a problem. I do have a backup of this sticker book because I purchased one in addition to the one that was sent to me. The reason I'm not using that is because then when I actually go to use it, like when this one runs out, I'm not going to have them then either. So either I need them now or I need them then, but I will need them. T, L, and Y. Okay. Now that I have those down, let's come in and go back to the top for a second. I feel like when I did the original flip through of the sticker book, I realized that there weren't bullet points in it. I'm not seeing any. But I have another idea instead of numbering these or putting bullet points in. I was thinking that we could add Luke's here. Wouldn't that be cute? Like, I'm assuming because Bobbie wanted these, she's a Gilmore Girls fan, and I feel like it would be really cute that instead of bullet points, we just put Luke's. So let's do that. But I'm going to cover this up so that these are nice and clean and you don't see anything through them. We'll give those a second to dry. And then we can just put each of them right here. I think that would be fun. I don't think that I have the header boxes I need. I don't think the sticker book has them. So we are going to pull out some to supplement and we'll find the right colors for them. So for the header boxes, let's see if I can maybe pull in like the blues. This blue is pretty. It's not a great match. This one's pretty. I think that's that's probably our best match, is kind of this periwinkle. So we'll add these in over here. I like that. Okay, that looks good. Then we're gonna have a little bit more room over here. So let's see what I can include. Something I saw, these say Gilmore Girls, and I think that these would be really cute, kind of coming out through here. So we'll grab my knife again. And this time I'm just gonna cut it here because I don't want to cut off the word Gilmore. And then we can add another one for a longer one again. Here. Actually, I'm gonna go up a little bit. And then we'll trim right on the edge here. Like an awkward angle to be on. Okay, then I think we need this sticker is what I was thinking of. Coffee, please, and a shot of cynicism. But I don't really know. Maybe it'll go right here. Okay, that's cute. Now, to finish up this side, I am going to use currently words. So I have Keleva plans currently, basics. Oh, I also have these currently words. I always forget about them. And aren't there some in color too? Maybe not. Why did I think there were some in color? There are. Okay, well, we can use that next time. I just have to remember. So now we're going to add in some words here. So I'm going to do buying. Bobbie likes to shop. So we'll do buying. And proud of. I think everyone should have something that they are proud of in their planner. Let's do looking forward to. Working on. And then I don't know that I want, oh, I wanted planning. There's got to be planning in here somewhere, right? Planning. All right, I'm going to look at this closely. Planning, here we go. Sometimes when there's a lot of words, it's just hard to see the one that you're looking for. Come on. Okay. Planning. All right, I think we may be set on this side. I may want to add in a little bit more, but I think we're okay for now. Now let's come back over and create our favorite section. And I think it'll just be pretty to sort of continue this leafy section the way that I did on the other side. I'm going to turn this though. So that, oh, no, it looked better this way. And then we'll just trim that extra. Then we need Alpha Basics again. And FAVOR. So this P is going to turn into an R. I, T, E, and S. The O. V. A. I need to set a reminder for myself somehow that the other sticker book has the currently word, and I don't need to keep doing the way that I'm doing. Okay, so that X worked out really well before. I'm going to do it again. And we're just going to flip this over and pop this in right there. Okay. I love when something works out because we know it doesn't always work out. All right, now let's come back and add some boxes. So there's a lot of space here, and I'm probably going to create kind of some elements that are going to be a little bit more layered and not 100% just boxes. So like we can put this here and add in the Welcome to Stars Hollow. I think that would be really cute. Then we can do another similar one, like with this, with Dragonfly in. Let's come up a little bit this time. So I'll put this here. And then put this right over it, like that. And then we can take one of these more decorative ones and maybe even like put it here and just start to kind of create a set of scenes like that. I know that there's some more double boxes somewhere. Oh, those are different. They're not open double boxes though. We have this one. We could probably use this. I really love this quote though, that people don't realize it, but it takes years of training to eat the way we do. So I've actually been rewatching Gilmore Girls since I received this product, which was a little bit before the product released, but I have been rewatching it, and it's fun to be able to plan with something that like of a show that I'm watching. I don't know that I've ever actually had that experience before because I try to think of the other like collabs. I didn't watch Bridgerton, so that wasn't something where like I fully knew. And I guess because I'm not like a huge Disney fan, I don't tend to watch the Disney shows. Although I did watch the Little Mermaid remake shortly after that box set came out. I watched it with my niece, so that was fun. All right, over here, I want another double box, but I don't have one, so I'm going to create one just by using this border section. And let's see where I really have space for it. Maybe right over here. And then Bobbie can use the lines that are already on the page for this. These aren't always that easy to put down, but once you like put it down like that, it looks really cute. Then let's add another Luke's in. We definitely need a Luke's. We'll pop that here. And then maybe, I wish those didn't say take note on them. I didn't want to go too heavy with another color because I knew I wasn't going to have room for it. Oh, these are notches. Okay. So I'm going to take the notch here and then let's add a burger to it. And put that there, and that can be like favorite food. And then I think we really either just need one more box or one more element over here. What if we do this? Like right over here. I definitely used less boxes than I normally do when I'm creating a section like this, sort of just as a result of trying to make sure I had enough boxes in general. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like we could probably add in one more. You know what? I just pressed that down. This may be a problem. I think we can do it. Well, that was impressive. We can take this one. Although we just put that Luke's down too. Take that off since we have it here. Put this box over here just to create another box for Bobbie. Okay, I think that that's better. Now, to bring both of the pages, kind of tie them in together, what I want to do is take that blue Gilmore Girls washi again. Not really the washi, but the words. And we're going to kind of add them throughout here. These may have to get cut off. Actually, this almost goes to that purple. I think that's okay. Then we've got another one we can pop right here. And maybe another one right over here. I think I'd prefer it here. Okay. And then we have a little bit of space right up there. So let's find something that is important that I haven't yet included. You've been Gilmored. How about that? That's cute. Okay. That looks good. We need a pen. So we have to label a few things here. I'm also seeing the sun coming in. Oh, I forgot I wanted to cover this. Let's get that covered. Okay. Over here, this I'm going to write meal. Over here, we're going to write TV show. Maybe it's Gilmore Girls. Here, we're going to write planner. Movie. Here, let's do date night. I also realized I never put anything here. And here, let's do memory. Okay, this needs to dry a little bit before we put meal. Over here, we're going to write October priorities. And then focus. Focus and priorities are different. For example, my priorities in September are mostly related to my routines and wedding plan, or not less my routines, more about wedding planning and planner launch season are my priorities. My focus is shutting down from summer and getting back into a routine. So that's kind of the way that I'm looking at those a little bit differently than each other. And then we're going to choose one more word. Let's do, I want something that's going to cause like a little bit more of a prompt because it's longer. So I want to do loving. What Bobbie is loving during the month. October is also Bobbie's birthday month. So that's fun that she gets to use this around her birthday. Okay, I think we are all set. This came out really cute. I wasn't entirely sure how it was going to come out, but I really like it. Hopefully Bobbie does and you do as well. I'll link everything that I used, I forgot to do this one, in the description of the video. So if you are interested in shopping, as always, using my links is a very helpful way to support a creator. We're going to get meal in here. I'm going to clean that up before I send it to her. Okay, thanks again. I'll see you next time.